Hello. Welcome to episode 3 of Smartass, the podcast, the number 1 podcast on the planet that is provably untrue, but also, doesn't really matter, man. You just make things up and then, what are facts anyway? Facts are subjective. So there's that statement. What's going on? Everybody having a great weekend. Everybody enjoying the nice weather. I don't know where you are. It could be a absolute snowstorm there, but it's not here. It's nice outside, Vancouver, British Columbia. It's beautiful. I just got off set. That's why I'm dressed like this. You might notice I'm dressed a little bit differently. I'm wearing sunglasses now. I'm a sunglasses indoors kind of guy. Just got off set. Yep. The rumors are true. I got a big part in, they do a lot of filming up here in Vancouver for films and, other stuff, television, other stuff that, gets filmed. We won't go into details, but, they do a lot of filming up here. So, I bounced around from audition to audition and I finally landed a big part. And, I struggled with this one morally because I was just like, well, obviously it's a big opportunity for me. It's going to be a big film. It's a big Netflix film. So I was like, well, I mean, I do need to take it for my career. But it is, it's a sensitive subject that the movie's about. But that's what I ultimately landed on, was just like, it is a movie, right? People will understand that I'm acting, and it is what it is. So yes, the rumors are true. I am playing human trafficker number 4 in the Jeffrey Epstein story. Thank you very much. I know people at home or in your cars and everything are applauding. Thank you. I know it's big. I'm very honored to be a part of this. This would be a historic film. A historic film. A man of Jeffrey's status and caliber. This would be a big film, and a lot of people went out for those human trafficker parts, and they're not so much speaking roles, right? It's more. It was more, I think, what sold them was my walk, right? I had to have these. I'm already notoriously a quick walker. I'm a speed walker. I speed walk everywhere. Anybody that knows me, if we go walk somewhere together, I'm there 5 minutes before you, and somehow we're still talking the whole way. But yeah, so my walk kind of sold them, I believe. I got a quick walk, and then I was able to, I worked with some walking coaches and such, and we were able to kind of make a very predatory walk. But unassuming at the same time, you know what I mean? So it was just like unassuming. These guys like, okay, maybe this is just a quick walker. Then boom, you kind of, you snatch somebody up into human trafficking. Yeah, so I'm excited to do that. Very excited to be part of the Jeffrey Epstein story. That was such a weird story that came out a couple of days ago, or like this week. It was just like, Ghislaine Maxwell is, which is if you know nothing about the story, by the way, I don't know what to tell you. Jeffrey Epstein's the guy that was committed suicide. What? Yeah, that's a way to say it. He was murdered by suicide in jail because he had a fun little island, and a lot of people like to go visit it, and there was a lot of human trafficking involved. Very lighthearted podcast for episode 3. Wow, this is great. Yeah, he had a partner in crime, Ghislaine Maxwell, and she's in jail now. But there's this weird story that was just like like Ghislaine Maxwell, her jail cell is disgusting. She she just doesn't flush her toilet and it's like a mess and she doesn't clean up after herself, which is like, what the, I mean, who gives a shit? I love that. Like, the girl's in there for like trafficking other people and humans around children, and then they're just like, ew, did you know she's a slob? Who cares? The fuck? Why is that news? What's happening? Is she gonna be like sentenced, or is anything happening at that? They're just like, you know, she doesn't make her bed in the morning. I mean, what a pig. Like, did you know she doesn't wash her hands when she uses the bathroom? She just goes and then leaves and just walks out. Like, what? Like, ew. She's fucked. Did you guys know how fucked this Ghislaine chick is? I straight up saw her drop food. It was on the ground for longer than 5 seconds. I would have given her the 5 seconds rule, even in prison. I know the floors can be kind of gross, but even in prison, I would have given her the 5 second rule. I saw her pick it up, put it back on her plate, and, you know, she put it off to the side like she wasn't going to touch it, but I saw her eat it, and she fucking knew, too. What a gross bitch. That hoe's nasty. It's just like, well, like, what a weird, All right, so I don't know if this is even it, but it's just like the rancorous fight over jail conditions for Ghislaine Maxwell reaches new lows with prosecutors, who gives a shit? Creating a stink by failing to flush her toilet, and her lawyers are saying her health condition is declining in the facility so mucky that even her salad has mold in it. The fuck does that mean? What? Who cares? Okay. What do you mean? She's just keeping salad? I don't know. Whatever. I'll get off old Ghislaine. She's clearly got enough problems, struggling to find meaning and purpose, and, you know, trying to find the energy to get out of bed in the morning and, you know, really get after it and, just really make the most out of the day when she's in prison for drugging and trafficking children and teenagers. It can be difficult, you know, when you're arrested for doing your job. Oh my God, that'd be so funny. Just getting arrested. It's just like, oh, I'm sorry. Hey, I'm just doing my job here. All right. Like, fucking when people do that, just doing something that's so fucked up, and they're just like, hey, I'm just doing my job. It's just like, okay, well, don't do your job then. Get a different job. How about that? It's like people at like borders, like locking kids up and like taking them from their families. And then people are like, hey, what are you doing, man? That's pretty fucked up. It's like, I'm just collecting a paycheck here, man. It's like, well, go collect a paycheck from somewhere else. Go fucking, I don't know, do roofs or something. Go build fences. Why are you locking children up in cages? Hey, buddy, we all got to put food on the table for the family. You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, well, at least you still have a family. Your job is to put food on your family. You're literally ripping other families apart. Hey, man, I'm just doing my job. I'm not the guy to talk to about this. You know what I mean? Hey, no. You're going to have to talk to the higher ups on that. I'm not the guy for that. Imagine just getting fucking, you're like a hitman. You get taken to jail. It's like, hey, buddy. Hey. They like catch you before you kill them. And they're just like, hey, man, you're going to jail. I mean, you were trying to kill that person. It's just like, hey, buddy. Hey, no. I'm just doing my job, sir. I'm not the guy to be talking to about this. I'm just doing my job. It's like, well, you can't do your job. Because that's not a job that you can have. So, hey, man, just collecting a paycheck. You know what I mean? I mean, we all got families, right? Oh man, I was taking a boat across over to one of the islands in BC here, and you know, if you'd never heard of it, COVID. They start saying that, you know, there's like, you got to wear your masks if you're getting out of your car. If you're going to be walking around the boat, you got to have your mask on. And then they go, children, everybody 2 and up need to have their masks on or whatever. But the BC ferries here have been having a lot of issues recently with people not being about it. Pretty much employing the, hey, fuck off type of rule, where they're just like, leave me alone. I don't want anything to do with your COVID bullshit. And hey, man, I mean, whatever. Just I'm on both sides. It's just like, I mean, one person walking around without the mask. I mean, everybody's got their masks off, like shoving fucking triple hamburgers down their throats in the cafeteria. And one guy's walking around with a mask, and they're just like, this guy's going to kill us all. It's just like, that would be a good thing. Have you seen the lives of the people on this boat right now? What's happening? There's 400-pound men shoving chicken fingers in their ass, pretty much. Any hole they have, they're putting chicken fingers in, and it's like a Tuesday night, and they're just like at like 4 p.m., and they're just shoveling chicken fingers into their fucking fat mouths. And there's maybe death wouldn't be the worst thing. But like, I mean, all these guys got they're breathing heavy as fuck too. These guys are 800 pounds. They just keep adding weight to them. These guys are 800 pounds and they're, they're breathing heavy trying to get fucking burgers down their throat. Like, how's that different from the one guy that just refused to wear a mask? Anyway. So they're, they're kicking these guys off. They're like turning the boats around. Anti-maskers. I love it. Like, everything's got to be an anti-masker thing, right? It was just like, this man, a belligerent. And it's just like one guy's just like, I don't want to wear the mask. I don't like it. It's just like, that's not really that belligerent. Like, belligerent is, I mean, that's a word. That's a word to use. You know, somebody had to break up the thesaurus for that one. And it's like, this man was belligerent. It was just like, all he said was, I'm not wearing the mask. There's like, the man was insane. It was like, he was going crazy. It's like, nah, I mean, he was just like, nah, I don't want to wear the mask. They're just like, hostile and aggressive is the meaning. Hostile and aggressive. I mean, the man really wasn't that, wasn't that aggressive. But yeah, Vancouver's got a lot of anti-mask stuff going on, and that upsets a lot of people, and but all right, I can't find the video, so fuck it. But the point was, yeah, they say 2-year-olds, 2 years old and up need to have their masks on. Like, and this is what they're doing when an adult gets caught without their mask, is they're pretty much throwing them in handcuffs and turning the boat around. So I was just thinking, well, since it's 2-year-olds and up, how fucking hilarious would that be if 2 or 3-year-old just refusing to wear the mask and the fucking ferry people are, taking it way too far like they do and are just arresting this 3-year-old kid. And it's just like, belligerent toddler refuses to wear a mask on board the BC ferries. Whole thing had to turn around. The scene turned violent when the toddler bit one of the workers. He was also wailing, crying. He was beside himself, insane. So we had to turn the boat around, and he's now banned from BC ferries for the rest of his life. And we will upheld that. I understand he's 3 years old, but we will. That's final. We cannot have this man at any stage of his life back on one of these boats. He didn't have a mask on. I mean, just a 2-year-old. My nephew's about to turn 2. Thank God. He's never had a mask on in his life. Thank God. One time we walked into it, we took him to see our grandparents, our family, and we walked into the room. Everybody's got masks on. He started crying. And yeah, I would too. Everybody's just got masks on. You could just see their eyes, and like everyone's like got these like broken eyes because they've been staring at screens for the past year. Just staring at the news and Facebook. All their eyes are just like dead and fucking broken, just broken souls inside. And that's the only part you can see, just that and everybody's fucking shaggy ass hair because they can't go get haircuts. Just started crying. He's almost 2 years old, but now he's fine. A couple months from now, when he turns 2, he's going to get arrested on BC ferries if he tries to get over to the island. You're going to throw the man in cuffs, toss him in the back of a car. And you know what? As his uncle and as a family, we got to understand that, there's rules, right? There's rules that need to be followed, and there's laws. And if he's 2, I mean, he has to understand that, public safety is more important than a lot of your freedoms. And most importantly, just being on the right side of public opinion. So public opinion is currently everybody needs to have masks on if you're above 2 years old. And if he disobeys that, whether he knows he is or not, he needs to be tossed in the back of a cruiser and at least held for a couple days. And will my sister, his mom, be stoked about that? No. Probably not. However, lessons need to be learned. And it is what it is, man. He's got to do a couple days in the clink. Teach him a lesson. Put your mask on. You can't be just going around fucking doing whatever the hell you think, whatever the hell you feel. Not cool. Okay. Well, since we're on the fun topic of COVID stuff, so talking about all these vaccines, man. Oh my God. On Christmas, everybody's got an opinion, right? But a lot of people, time and place to bring things up, right? Places where you don't start political and or very like divided, opinionated discussions would be like, let's say, a wedding or a funeral would be a bad place to start, talking politics. Where else would be a bad spot? When you're just out for, let's say you're just out for, a dinner with a group of friends. I mean, it does get brought up a lot. That's a place where it does happen, but not a great place. But then the worst place, a company event or an event that is like happening, with like people that you're not even really friends with or close with, is just kind of like a forced thing where you're just like, you like barely even know these people. So we're at a company Christmas party, and the wife of the head guy shows up a little, little tipsy tips. Had a couple glasses of wine. Little, little tipsy off the old white wine, had a little loose lips, and was just like, and apparently, I mean, obviously we wouldn't know this because we don't know these people, but we're having dinner with them for some reason because I guess we work together. Sure. Don't work with her, but I guess we gotta, it's just like, oh, I just want you to get to know my family. Okay, well, yeah, I don't know. We could not, though, That's also a thing we could do. We could also just not know each other's family. But I mean, and I remember this so vividly. It was like, I mean, it's just, it would actually be funnier if somebody did this just sober, if they just had like the, this who gives a fuck social awareness to just be like, she just pretty much just turns over to everybody and is just like, so where's everybody like pretty much sit with the vaccine? Are you guys getting it or not? This was at Christmas, mind you. He's like, who's getting the vaccine? Would you guys get it? Are you guys going to do it? I'm just curious. Just turns over and fires that question off. And there was a little bit of restrictions here in BC during that time. And so we're sat at separate tables. So she's screaming from her table over to our table about vaccines. And they're just like, there wasn't that many people in the restaurant, but there's still 8 other people in the restaurant. They're like looking over, just like, what is that lady screaming about vaccines for? So she's just like, hey, are you guys getting the vaccine or not? Are you guys going to get it? I'm just curious. Okay, well, I guess we're on this fun dinner topic. I was hoping this would come up. When I came here for free meatballs, I was hoping we could also have a little splash of vax discussion. I was hoping this would come up. And people, nobody wants to take a hard stance either way. It's like, it's a vaccine. They came up with it pretty quick. I wouldn't mind getting back to normal. And people are just kind of saying fucking whatever. Just saying nothing. Just kind of being like, hey, let's just let this, it came up. Let's just let it fall back down and we'll just move on. But she's determined. She wants to know what everybody's opinion is. And she's got a strong one, clearly, because she brought this up and wants to talk about it. So she's persistent, and she's just like, she starts going with this whole thing about, she's just like, it's made from canine cells, right? And see, the thing is that, like, I'm like, now I'm enjoying myself. A lot of people get uncomfortable during these kind of things, and now I'm finally comfortable now. I was uncomfortable the entire time when we were supposed to be like being nice and being friends and like, yeah, so your family, what do you, that's cool. Have you traveled? That I'm uncomfortable there. But then as soon as somebody goes crazy and is just like firing off this thing and making everybody else comfortable, now I'm entertained. And I'm like, oh my God, finally, this is getting good. This is turning into a good dinner. And then she just goes, it's made from canine cells, right? And just like, wow, say more. I was just like, I didn't know that. So now I'm kind of egging her on, right? I was like, can we get another bottle of wine over here? Can we get another bottle of wine for the fine vax lady over here? Sorry, anti-vax lady, my bad. For the anti-vax lady over here, get her another bottle of wine. That's on me. I just want to hear what else she's got to say, Let's pop open that lid even a little bit more and see what we can let out. She's like, yeah, it's made from canine cells, right? I was like, oh, interesting. She's like, yeah. It's developed with canine cells, and they put it into your system, and and it's all the other stuff. It's killing people. They came up with it so quick, and just throwing everybody on their like back. Just everybody's just like, oh no, I don't know if I want to be a part of this. But you got no choice at that point. It's just like, fuck, we're deep. I just kind of joined her. See, that's the thing, is that I don't care, And like, what are you going to do? You're going to argue with the person? You're going to change their mind at dinner? You're going to change a drunk woman's mind on anything? You're going to change a woman's mind on anything in general? Another person's mind on anything in general? Probably not. I like to just go with whatever opinion they have and just be like, yeah, hell yeah. Fucking, oh my God. I was like, I didn't know that. Fuck that. I'm not getting any vaccines. That's fucked. I was just like, that's crazy. Canine cells. And then that, that feeds into it, right? Because now she feels like it's just like somebody's on her side. And she's just like, yes, I know, it's insane, right? That's the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. I was like, that's fucking disgusting. I was like, I hope you've written at length about this on Facebook. Have you? Please tell me you've written at extreme length about this on Facebook. Paragraphs. And you've also attacked other people on Facebook about this. Please tell me you have. You must. The information you have is too important for you to keep this to yourself. I know you're yelling about this at the company Christmas dinner, but that's not enough. No. I need you to get on Facebook and tell other people about what you're telling me right now, because this is important stuff. This is very important stuff. But yeah, shit, man. The vaccine. Oh man, I hope nobody hears this, but anybody that can fire me. I mean, well, that's the worst thing that can happen. Who gives a fuck? But then also she starts talking about, she's like, the only reason I got my kid vaccinated was because, dude, it's one of the funniest fucking stories I've ever heard somebody say. Like, it was just, I mean, just, it's so incredibly weird. Just goes, yeah, I went to get my kid vaccinated because of societal pressures and family pressures. I didn't want to. And it was like some weird one. It's like polio or something. Like some pretty regular one, like fucking measles or something like that. And it was just like, yeah, I went to go get the measles vaccine because of societal and family pressure. I just felt like people would think I'm a bad mom if I didn't. And it was like, yeah, I see how people would maybe roundabout to that conclusion. Also, fuck them. It's your kid. Do whatever the hell you want. So she goes and she's just like, yeah, we went to go get it. She's like, the doctor has the needle, or has the vaccine in the little bottle, puts the needle in, goes to get it. He accidentally, she's like, I don't even know what happened. The lid like pops off. He spills the liquid down her arm, and now she has permanent measles rash on her arm, permanently. Huh? What? She's like, yeah. No, she permanently has a measles rash on her arm, and none of it got inside of her. So I don't even think she's technically vaccinated, but the measles got onto her skin, and now she's got like a measles rash permanently. We're all just like looking around, like, like, wait, what is it's like, no oh wow. Wow, really? She's like, yeah, the doctor just didn't even care. She's like, oh, it's fine. That won't do anything. She's like, yeah, permanently has a rash. Like sometimes at night she sometimes at night she growls. She growls when it's a full moon. Yeah, I know, right? Like she can't even come near cucumbers now. It something about cucumbers and measles. It activates her measles on her arm. It's like, huh, yeah. Well, this has been a lovely dinner, ma'am. I've enjoyed. I can't even express to you how much I've enjoyed this dinner. However, I must go. Unfortunately, I know I will be checking your Facebook. I will be. So please keep all of us updated on there, and like I said, write at length and send it into many publications, and get the word out there. That would be great. Oh my God. And then another thing at work, another vaccine thing. I should probably stop saying where the stuff actually happened. Okay, at an undisclosed location with undisclosed people, I was in the washroom, and I come out, and there's a group of people standing around in a circle, and one guy just goes, Aiden, you got a choice to pick between any three you want right now. I mean, I didn't hear the beginning of this situation of what they're talking about, so I'm picking up from when I walk into the room. He just goes, Aiden, you could pick any of the three right now. They say you can get it this second. Are you getting it? It's like, any three what? What? I was like, number one, I don't like the energy you're coming at me with, so no, fuck off. But what are you talking about? The guy's like, any of the vaccines you want, whatever one you want, all three of them, or da 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 da. And I'm just like, I didn't know there's brands. I didn't know there's like, I didn't know there's different makes. I don't know. I don't like. He just like I was like, are some better than the others? Is it like a marketing thing? Which is like, yeah, this one. I mean, they're pretty much the same, but this one's got a bigger name, so people are kind of waiting for that one. It's harder to get though. You might be able to get it aftermarket for double the price. Yeah, a bunch of Asian kids got in line early got in line a day early at the drop, and were there and got all the popular vax early. They got on the Vax app, and you never win on the Vax app. It's like sneakers, you can never win. It's just like, fuck. I mean, how does everybody else get it? But yeah, then so they're like, just, are you taking the vax? Which one are you taking? I was just like, I don't know what the fuck you guys are even talking about. Different kinds of vax. Sure, I'll take all three of them. Mix them all into one. I'll make it like one of those swamp water things you used to do at fountain drink machines, where you just kind of fucking take a little bit of them. I was like, yeah, do that. I'll mix all of them together and I'll throw it back like a shot. Is that good enough for you? I'll fucking drink it. I'll bathe in it. I'll pour it into a bathtub with some Epsom salts and then, hop in after a workout. Whatever. I don't care. What are you guys talking about? Why are we standing around talking about this? And then these two larger gentlemen, one large XL, double XL, we'll say, a double XL gentleman and an XL gentleman. They get a little too serious where they're just like, I'm absolutely getting the vaccine because there's like, he's just like, I'm out of shape and I've been out of shape for a while. And he's just like, if I get COVID-19, I think it might kill me. He's getting way too serious for this discussion. It's just like, hey, I just kind of want to drink my coffee, guys. I don't know about all this, And I think it might kill me. And then the one guy's just like, I already had it. The other large guy's like, I already had it. Sickest I'd ever been. Last January. Sickest I've ever been. I was laid up in bed for whatever. He's also anti-vax, by the way. But he's just like, I was sick. He's just like, I mean, I guess he can be if you've already had it, but he has no proof of not having it. He's just taking that stance. But I've already had it, So then that was the XL gentleman. And the double XL gentleman looks over. I mean, one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time, just visually as I'm standing there watching this show. He's watching this show that is real life. The bigger guy looks at the fat guy looks at the fat guy and just goes, I mean, he's just like, see, this is why I'm scared of it, because you're really healthy and it put you on your ass. I almost collapsed in place. I almost had my body fold on itself. I could not believe what I had just witnessed of a man that's 200 pounds overweight look at another man who's 100 pounds overweight and say, you're really healthy. I mean, comparatively, even then, I mean, he's healthier, we could say, maybe. But the visual of one giant guy looking over at a slightly less giant guy, less chubby guy, fat, I say chubby's not, I mean, really the word for it, and just being like, you're really healthy. I almost fucking exploded internally because it took me right back to the classroom where you're not allowed to laugh. And oh my God, man, I'm like, you just start making sounds, just like, you okay? Just like, yeah, I think I choked on, I think I choked on something. Yeah, I'm good. You guys, yeah, yeah, don't mind me. And just, wrong pipe is what it was. It went down the wrong pipe. But oh my God, man. So funny, dude. Just what is, and like dead serious. Just like, wow. I can't believe he's just like, you're one of the healthiest guys I know. If it fucking put you on your ass, imagine what it would do to me. Holy hell, man. Imagine what it would do to me. I might die. Speaking of death, we lost a couple of great ones this week. I think it was Mark Normand on Twitter. Hilarious, Mark Normand. He tweeted, it was just like, he's just like, both the whitest and blackest men ever have died today. DMX and Prince Philip. DMX, man, these fucking news, these journalists and blog journalists, that's a loose term as well. These blogs, they need to start being, like, who's doing these titles, man? These titles are fucking out of control. I saw a title that was just like, DMX, known for his gruff voice, dead at 50. It's like, why? I mean, you had to put that in the title. Known for his gruff voice, put dead at 50. All right, well, just be like, hey, DMX is dead. I mean, be like, the guy that would go like, the guy that would just like bark and shit in his songs? Yeah, he's dead. That's pretty much what the title was. Prince Philip, man. The man that has been dead for a long time finally died. Now my roommate, we were sitting around yesterday. We were watching a few UFC fights, and thankfully, he came across some fun Prince Philip themed news that has sprung up since his death. Very sad. Very sad that a prince, 100-year-old prince, that has probably been a part of the most disgusting things ever on this planet, has passed away. It's very sad. But one thing that they cannot take away from me and that I did not know about Prince Philip was that he was fucking hilarious and did not give a shit about audience or time and a place. You want to actually we talk about a guy that doesn't give a fuck about time and place. Prince Philip, he'll say fuck it. I mean, he would have been at that. He would have been at that Christmas dinner too, and he would have just been like, he probably would have been something racist. He would be like, yeah, well, vaccines shouldn't go to the Asians first, is all I'm saying. And everyone just be like, oh, okay, well, the anti-vax stuff was one thing, but the racist anti-vax stuff? It's like, actually, no, just give it to them. Just give it to the Asians. See what happens. Be like, oh, wow. An anti-vax racial thing. That's pretty wild. Huh, Philly. But yeah, he has some good quotes from the days of, as you can imagine, he was probably a pretty racist guy. He's a royal family of an empire that tried to conquer the world many times and succeeded in many areas and enslaved tons of people. So he got it. He got it naturally. He got it through family. It was handed down racism. He got secondhand racism. It wasn't a choice. It was it's family tradition. So let's read off a couple of Prince Philip's fun statements. So, history of controversial statements for old Philly boy. For example, on a 2002 visit to Australia with the Queen, Philip infamously asked a group of Aboriginal people if, "You still throw spears at each other?" In 1995, he said to a Scottish driving instructor, "How do you keep the natives off the booze long enough to pass the test?" Oh my God. During a royal visit to China in 1986, for instance, Philip described Beijing as ghastly and told British students, "If you stay here much longer, you'll all be slitty-eyed." He also quipped, "If it has 4 legs and it's not a chair, has wings and it's not an aeroplane, or swims and it's not a submarine, the Cantonese will eat it." And then it just shows a picture of him and the Queen just standing on the Eiffel Tower. Or, not, sorry, the Eiffel Tower, Jesus. On the Great Wall of China. Just like, his hands behind his back. He's just like looking at reporters. Just like, he probably just thinks, oh, I'm fucking killing up here. He's like, all these jokes are fucking landing. It's like, these are hilarious. Ah, man. I mean, there's so many more, too. He just, like... But that's the thing is... oh, man. Oh, okay. Well, that one's different. But, that one's about, apparently, like, gun control. That's a weird way to go. But he just... Dude, he like, and the thing is, like, a lot of those were kind of they're kind of framed as jokes, like, especially the one, like, this, like, airplane, the Cantonese will eat it one. Like, this one, there's no way this was off the top of his head. Like, he sat down, he wrote this, he had drafts, He's just like, you know, he's like in his notepad scribbling. He's like, no, it's a little too wordy. I can cut this part out here. You know, it's got too much fat on the joke there. I could take that part out. Like this is a literal joke he tried to write here. If it has 4 legs and is not a chair, it's almost kind of like a riddle, like a riddle poem. If it has 4 legs and it's not a chair, has wings and it's not an airplane, or swims and is not a submarine, the Cantonese will eat it. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like he either stole this from somebody, and I guess Prince Philip's not spending much time in bars, but yeah, it sounds like a fucking bar joke, like a street joke. But I mean, hilarious. Just what I didn't know Prince Philly was so funny, man. I didn't know he was I didn't know he was one of the top racial comics of the 20th century. Guy was hilarious. He would have had a Netflix special. Yeah, maybe before Netflix, you know, giving specials to people that get up there and then just like being white is bad. And then people are just like, wow, that was a great speech. And it's just like, no, that was a comedy special. It's like, oh, okay, yeah. All right, I get it. Yeah, Prince Philip would have crushed a fucking Netflix special. Man, that's too funny. And then DMX, I mean, yeah, goddamn. All right, I got a special treat. We're gonna watch together a probably one of the funniest videos that's ever been made, and God bless the states. And I'm assuming this went down in New Jersey. This just has New Jersey kind of written all over it. So we're just going to go ahead and assume that this is New Jersey. And, yeah, I mean, let's just so this is let's tap into this real quick. This is a school play at a elementary school. And now I've been a part of a few elementary productions. I co-starred in Princess and the Pea in grade 7, which was a weird year. Our teacher went through some existential crisis and pretty much stopped grade 7 to do a play, and somehow was allowed to do that. Honestly, I don't think we really did any school that year at all. She stopped teaching the curriculum and decided that all we were doing was putting on a play. She became just, our entire thing was just theater, which I was fine with. I mean, it was definitely probably the best year of that school. And I mean, what was I going to learn in grade 7 anyway? But I don't know who passed this or didn't pass this, or if she was fired immediately after this. I could see that as well. But she had some sort of existential crisis that was just like, I was made to be a theater director, and I've been stuck in this teaching grade 7 garbage. I need to shut this down, and I am putting on a play with all of these children. And I mean, you should have seen her afterwards with like the flowers and stuff. It was like the highlight of her fucking life. And you know what? Good for her. But wouldn't have happened without the performances of me and my co-stars. But yeah, hell of a play we put on. I mean, these kids' plays are hilarious. I mean, the parents having to sit there and stuff is so funny. I mean, it's just hilarious. It's just great. And thankfully people videotape them. Oh man, if I could find somebody that has that videotape, oh man, I hope somebody has that videotape of our play. I'm gonna have to try and see. But yeah, so these school plays are pretty funny. And but we did a kids one. We did like Princess and the Pea. It was just like, hey, the princess, and we're gonna save her, and here's the frog, and like, I can't remember Princess and the Pea, but I just remember we had a golf ball. It was like painted green, and then I remember we got into a lot of shit because we were using like our locker rooms into the gym as change rooms, and we would lock the doors, and we would huck it was like all cinder block walls and shit. And we would so dangerous. We would turn all the lights off too and huck the golf ball at the ground, and it would bounce off all of the walls, and like we're all in there, like everyone's like covered up, and some of you just hear like, ah, it would like fucking smack off somebody's back really hard and shit. Good times when you're kids, you know? So I mean, but I wish we did something fun like this. This one is didn't get to do a fun one like this. So this one is a rendition of Scarface done by children. And this lady uploaded this thinking, you know, just putting my kid's thing up there. Jaden's school put on a kids production of Scarface. Let's watch Kids Scarface.
It's the fudging bank of the fudging persons. They're the fudging ones that make coke legal.
Can't you stop saying fudge all the time? It's boring, Tony.
Boring? What's boring?
You're boring.
Fly, pelican, fly. Come on, pelican.
You do coke and you kill people. That's wonderful, Tony.
Oh. Could we not? We did a rewrite on the fucks. We turned them into fudges. We couldn't do a rewrite on the. You do coke and kill people. That's wonderful, Tony. Couldn't do a rewrite on that. What? Dude, this chick's also killing it, by the way. I believed every second of that. Yeah, you do coke and kill people. You do coke and you kill people. That's wonderful. This chick's a fucking superstar. I love it. All right, let's go.
I got a fudging junkie for a wife.
You son of a bee.
Her womb was so polluted. I can't have a fudging little baby with her.
I'm leaving you, mother fudger.
Ooh. Oh, is he also? Oh, he gives her the. Oh! Oh, get out of here. Get out. Just, yeah. Cool. Damn, it was cold as fuck. She's like, I'm leaving you. Fuck off. He's just like, aha. Get going then. Go if you're going. You're still here. If you're leaving, how come I can still hear you running your mouth? Get moving. Ah. Just a pound of popcorn there. There's just like a mound, sorry. A mound of popcorn. It's supposed to be cocaine, I guess. Hilarious, dude.
Let it go, Magic God. Let you go on me again.
Tony, that's what I'm gonna tell you, man. I got married to a sister.
Oh, this kid, you know? This kid. Ooh. Tony is shook by that. Look at the look on his face, man. Look at the look on his face. Ugh, he's disgusted. Oh, man. Oh! What? What? He got married. I mean, he got married to his sister. That's fine. Looks like, looks like they're pretty close. He didn't say anything bad. It's not like he was just like, hey, man, like, I accidentally, by the way, I divorced your sister and I have no intention of helping raise the kids or paying for them in any way. Not that still would have justified shooting him, but I mean, we would have been a lot closer to that than just, hey, I got married to your sister. It's just like, oh, well, I'm going to shoot you. With 0 words in between that. That's the next step. It's just not even like, I'm not cool with that. It's just, that's it.
Fudge you, Tony.
Fudge you, Tony. Did he just shoot his sister? I've never seen this movie, but this just crazy. Just checking the cameras. A lot going on in those cameras. Holy, what the hell is going on there with the cameras? Okay. So we got 2 guys running around with In the top left there, we got two guys running around with guns out of a car. We got one where it's just guys just mean mugging. And we got one guy with like a big like bazooka type thing, and then a guy with a cowboy hat, I assume. That guy looks like a pretty racially Asian guy. We might have troubles with that. And then we have cowboy guy just firing a gun. These security cameras are wild. I mean, there's a lot popping off of these security cameras that nobody's doing anything about.
Okay, so sir, you want to fudge with me? You're fudge you the best. Wanna play with? Say hello to my little friend. Take that, you cockroaches.
Take that, you cockroaches. Ow! Oh no, he's getting lit up. Oh, look at this kid. This kid doesn't know what to do. He's just standing there, not even shooting. He's just looking around. Look at his beard. His like wings falling off. He's not even doing shooting him.
I take your funny boots.
He's getting lit up. This kid's too nervous, man. He's too nervous to teach. It's like, go. You're fucking it up. You know how much time I fucking spent on this? Don't fuck this up for me. This is more about me than it's about you, okay? Oh my God. Just sends him out there. Look at him. He's just creeping in. What is happening? He just got shot for like 30 seconds straight. Just he was probably like, yo, where is this guy? You're supposed to shoot me in the back already. I mean, just getting fed up, just and this kid just creeping out there, doesn't want to get out there, shoots him in the back, and then all of a sudden he's Lin-Manuel Miranda. I think that's a good theater. I think that's a good theater reference there. He's just like, oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you guys for coming. My God, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Just starts bowing and just like, yeah, just takes all the credit. He's doing curtsies and shit. Killer, man. Absolutely killer. That was way better than the show we put on. Not even close, really. Unbelievable, man. That's good stuff. I wish we did something like that. Why couldn't we do something cool? You know? What's another wild story like that? I mean, Scarface is a pretty crazy one. Imagine somebody does it's definitely going to happen now. Imagine somebody does like Django. Django Kids Play. That one's got grounds to get a lot of people fired. That school might shut down. Somebody does the Django Kids Play. Oh my God. Too fucking funny, man. That's incredible. Yeah, you're gonna have to, if you're just listening to the podcast, you're gonna have to go to the Instagram or the YouTube to watch along with that one. You gotta watch that one. That's a watcher for sure. Holy hell. All right, that's the podcast for this week. Wow. What not a lot to talk about this week, really, for me. I've just been staying on my grind, dude. And when you're grinding like that, when your head's down and you're just not picking your head up, and you're just having like the team on your back and stuff, you just you don't get to experience a lot of life. So I didn't have too crazy of a week, and didn't get to see any crazy people that I usually see, but I will this week, absolutely, because it is finally time for the nice weather. And when the nice weather comes out, so do the crazies in Vancouver. And there's going to be a lot of them. And I cannot wait. All right, see you next week.